The marriage loving test. Don't fail it. Don't fail it. Don't give up before you finish it. Because only when you finish it, it's like every test in life. University tests, work tests, you name it. The only way you're going to find out your results, how you've done, is when you get to the end of it. And how do we get to the end of it? Without feeling weary, without feeling tired, without feeling exhausted, without feeling stressed, without losing ourselves, is by choosing love. Choosing us first. True self-love. True self-love. When you choose yourself, because it's you who is, the test is yours. It's not my test. You can ask for advice. You can ask your neighbor or your siblings or your bestie about advice and how, if they've ever faced a similar test. The tests are very uniquely done. That unless you realize that their test is not exactly the same as your test, you may fail it. Because we are all so uniquely made. We are all so different. Our marriages are different. The husbands we are married to are different. The wives we are married to are different. So, be wise. When you're seeking any advice, external advice, if I were you, I'll go to my spouse. Say, honey, babe, I don't know what you call your spouse. Maybe by their name. That's absolutely fine. No? Say, what would you do? What would you do if this was the situation? Even when they're the ones who have caused the test. They made the test come to the surface. Ask them and say, what would you do if it was you? And this, asking them what they would do, takes love. True self-love. With love, you're not going to fail any loving marriage test. That's why when you look at people like me, loving, happy, with a successful marriage, that's all we do. Whenever we're faced with any loving marriage test, we choose love. We don't even think about divorce. We don't entertain. If we do, we don't entertain that thought. We cancel it immediately. Because divorce shows you've given up on your marriage love blessing. Every marriage is a blessing. So it shows you've given up on your amazing, wonderful love blessing. Going back, when you truly love yourself, you're able to put yourself in your spouse's shoes and ask yourself a question. How would it feel if I was my spouse? That's what true self-love does. Every time you face a test, how would my other spouse, my husband or my wife, deal with this sort of thing? Behavior, action, you name it. So the loving marriage test. To pass it, you're going to have to use the 5 marriage life principles. 5 marriage life principles. First one, true self-love. You look at the test, everything written in your test. Let's say it's a written paper, for example. This is not written. It is here. Your mind, and here, heart. And when you choose to love, mind and heart, wow, where there is love, your mind, your amazing mindset won't be confused, won't be affected, because your thoughts and everything is from a place of love. And love is very clear, is light, not darkness. So going back to the test we mentioned, through self-love. When you look at the paper, because you truly love yourself, you will see everything that is written in your loving marriage test. Fair. And you will know exactly how to go about your paper, your loving marriage test. Second thing, to pass your marriage test, loving marriage test. Remember, marriage loving test, loving marriage test, loving. Love. Second one is communication, excellent communication. You have to be calm, clean. Wow, calm, clean, nice, you name it. Excellent communication. This is not, people joke here and say, oh, when you ask someone, a colleague or someone can say, oh, I'm having a personal meeting. That means they're having a personal chat, talking to themselves, communication to themselves alone, no others. So when they're having a personal meeting, you leave them alone, you wait until their personal meeting has ended before you interfere or intervene. So, excellent communication. Third one is acceptance. You have to accept the test. Accept the questions you see, the test. Accept. Because as soon as you accept and act, get a piece of paper, another extra piece of paper for extra notes. Students will relate to this. Or a pen. Or sometimes an extra pen and a marker. That's act. You're acting. And you've accepted. Accept, because as soon as you accept your test, you'll be filled with peace. We are filled with peace. Wow. Third one. No, sorry, we're on fourth one. Fourth one is unconditional respect. Don't just handle the exam paper rough. Respect your loving marriage test. Respect it. Be calm. Respect it. Be open. Trust. You're going to pass. The word trust is hidden within unconditional respect. My goodness. The fifth one is unconditional forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself for any questions you don't know and you can't answer, because we don't always know the answers. We don't always know Because if you knew all the questions, how your loving marriage test, now I gave you that as an example, but if we all knew how our loving marriage was going to be tested tomorrow, or this afternoon, it's morning here where I am, we'll prepare differently. Some of us will go on holiday, or you go to work, huh? Or you go to visit a friend, or you go to visit mom, or your daughters, or your sons. You go somewhere to avoid the test. But no, we don't know when the test takes place. So, don't fail your loving marriage test. Remember, select, choose, trust, surrender to love. Because it's because of love that you ended up as husband and wife. Some of us, we end up with children, family. Huh? Family. So, enjoy your test. And it's so amazing when you do that test together. Together. Your paper is here, his paper or her paper is here. And sit somewhere and go through it. That's why it's always nice to go somewhere quiet when you are in the middle of this test. So enjoy your loving marriage test. Don't stop halfway and give up. Don't stop halfway, huh? And leave it for later or tomorrow or next year. No, come on, deal with it now. Enjoy your loving marriage test. Every single one of us that is in a loving, happy, and easy marriage does this test you faced with today. And every time we are faced with this test, loving marriage test, we choose love. We use love to pass it, but not unprotected love. Protected self-love.